The rain came down in thin silver lines as Daniel Carter pushed his old pickup truck to the side of the road, his heart already heavy before the night truly began. His phone buzzed with a reminder he didn't need: rent due tomorrow, school shoes for his daughter worn thin, another week of stretching hope like it was made of fragile glass. He was a single father who had learned to survive on quiet sacrifices, the kind no one applauds, the kind that happen when the world has already turned its face away. That was when he saw the luxury car stalled ahead, hazard lights blinking like a silent cry for help, and he had no idea that stopping would reopen a chapter of his life he thought was buried forever. Before we go any further, if you believe kindness still speaks in a world that often feels cold, if you believe in second chances and unexpected reunions, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. And tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Your support truly keeps these stories alive. Daniel stepped out into the rain without hesitation. He didn't see brands or wealth, he saw a problem he could help solve. Years ago, before life stripped him down to survival mode, he had been a gifted mechanic with dreams bigger than his small-town streets. Now, he fixed neighbors' cars for cash and gratitude, coming home each night to his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, who believed her father could fix anything. The woman standing beside the sleek black car looked frustrated but composed, her coat perfectly tailored, her posture confident even in inconvenience. Daniel didn't recognize her at first, not until she brushed rain-soaked hair from her face and the past struck him like lightning. It was Emily Rhodes, the girl who once believed in him before the world demanded different versions of them both. Years ago, Daniel and Emily had been inseparable. They were young, hopeful, and deeply in love, bound by late-night talks and shared dreams. Emily had ambition that burned bright, a mind wired for leadership and vision. Daniel had steady hands and a loyal heart. But life, cruel and impatient, forced a choice. Emily's career took off in another city, and Daniel stayed behind to care for his sick father. Promises faded under distance, misunderstandings grew, and silence eventually replaced love. When Daniel later lost his father and then his wife years after, he believed his heart had already endured all the breaking it could survive. Emily, now the CEO of a powerful company, had spent years building an empire brick by brick. Success gave her everything she thought she wanted: respect, security, control, but not peace. Love had become a memory she buried under boardrooms and balance sheets. Seeing Daniel again, soaked in rain, hands stained with grease, offering help without recognition or expectation, unsettled something deep inside her. He fixed the problem quickly, quietly, refusing payment beyond a polite nod. To him, it was just another good deed on a long road of survival. To her, it was a mirror reflecting who she once was and who she might still be. Daniel drove home that night shaken. Lily ran to him, arms tight around his legs, her laughter cutting through his thoughts like light through fog. He cooked dinner, helped with homework, and tucked her into bed, but his mind drifted back to Emily's eyes, older, wiser, and filled with questions he wasn't ready to answer. He didn't expect to see her again. Men like him didn't cross paths twice with women like her. Life didn't work that way. But life, it turned out, still had surprises left. Days later, Daniel was called to an unfamiliar address for a repair job. When he arrived, his breath caught. It was Emily's home, modern, vast, intimidating. She had found him through a quiet search, driven not by nostalgia but by something unfinished. Over time, they spoke, not in dramatic confessions, but in honest fragments. Emily learned about Lily, about nights Daniel went to bed hungry so his daughter wouldn't. Daniel learned about Emily's loneliness at the top, the cost of ambition paid in empty rooms and silent victories. The challenges between them were real and heavy. Daniel carried insecurity like an old wound, fear that he was no longer enough, that his simple life couldn't exist beside hers. Emily struggled with guilt, realizing how far she had run from the girl who once believed love was worth risking everything. Yet something beautiful began to grow in the space between shared memories and present truths. Emily didn't try to rescue Daniel. Instead, she respected him. She offered opportunity without pity, support without control. She saw his strength not in what he lacked, but in what he gave every day without complaint. Slowly, Daniel's life began to shift. Emily invested in a small garage for him, not as charity, but as belief. Daniel rebuilt more than engines, he rebuilt confidence. Lily watched her father smile again, saw him stand taller. Emily became a gentle presence in Lily's life, patient and kind, learning that real wealth was measured in bedtime stories and shared laughter. Just before the ending, please take a moment and comment one word that describes how this story makes you feel. It means more than you know. In the end, love didn't arrive like a fairy tale. It came quietly, steadily, forged through understanding and second chances. Daniel and Emily didn't reclaim the past, they honored it by building something truer in the present. Two people changed by time, choosing each other again not out of longing, but out of growth. And as Daniel locked up his garage one evening, Lily's hand in his, Emily waiting nearby with a soft smile, he realized that sometimes stopping to help a stranger doesn't just fix a car, it reroutes an entire life. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that kindness still matters and love can return when you least expect it, please like this video, share it, and subscribe. Your engagement helps these stories reach others who need hope just as much as we all do.